Naveen? How is the Josh? How is the Josh? I said, how is the Josh?
Jen, to all listeners, now I'll be giving you some important news points from the SSB point of view. And this will cover news of 19th and 20th. So the first news, which is there, that Mauritius, an island country in Indian Ocean, has booked a deal of two advanced light helicopters Mark III with HAL, Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. This is a very good development. Firstly, it shows that we have got indigenous development for equipment which we can sell out to other countries. Like few days back, there was an agreement between India and Philippines for the BrahMos. Earlier also we had given BrahMos to Vietnam. In that contest, in Atmanirbhar contest also it exists. It is relevant from the Indo-Mauritius relations point of view. It is relevant from the India's relation with island nations also. And it is very relevant, and it is connected with diamond necklace policy of India, which is to counter the string of pearls policy of China. It's a good development. Mauritius already has got a NATO base being occupied by UK forces and American forces. Both are friendly nations, but this is a feather in cap. It's a wonderful development. And mind it, the distance of Mauritius from the southernmost tip of India is approximately 5,110 kilometers. Flight will take approximately 7.5 hours. See, the kind of security circle we are trying to increase, the marine safety and security is very important, and it is a step. It can be seen as a step in that direction. Then UP elections, Punjab elections, these elections are very much in discussion throughout the day, you will see, but not to get much into it, you should know what are the development, which parties are fighting, what are the party symbols, and who has made alliance with whom. Like our party has declared their chief ministerial candidate, Mr. Bhagwat Singh Maan, an ex-comedian of 48 years, who has been member of parliament also and MLA also. Same coalition, so many developments are there. Keep an eye on it. And this year, you will be seeing approximately 5 states going for election. UP, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Manipur, and Goa. Development in Goa has also started. Our party has nominated Amit Palekar as the chief ministerial candidate. Keep an eye on all these developments. That will be very handy because it's a recent thing which is happening when you will be in SSB. Then, yesterday, there was an interview of Chief of Army Staff, General Manoj Mukund Narawane. A lot of points were discussed. Like first point was like regarding 14th round of Corps Commanders meeting between Indo and Chinese commanders, basically at the Galwan Valley. A lot of speculations were made, but Chief has assured that the developments are very encouraging. And he has laid a stress that until unless we do not have talk, how we will move ahead. It is a very encouraging development. Indian Army, as is always, all defense forces, very much prepared for any kind of development. And these are, you can say, very well trained forces, and the kind of developments which are taking place that we should be noting down. Even it was discussed regarding Nagaland also, that repealing of Armed Forces Special Power Act. And a very new point came. Everybody in the country is talking repealing of Armed Forces Special Power Act. but it was clarified that it is the call of state government and not of army. Army will go anywhere whenever the area is declared as disturbed area. And disturbed area means where the other machinery of the state is not able to establish law and order, and then based on disturbed area and aid to civil authority, then army enters. So it is a wrong terminology, repealing of Armed Forces Special Power Act. It is establishment of law and order. If state is sure of law and order, army will go for its primary task. This is not the primary task of defense forces. It is a secondary task. The primary task is the guarding border in defensive and offensive role. So, like there are various examples to this effect. When law and order, firstly, Armed Forces Special Power Act was there in at one time in Tripura, in Punjab, various districts of Assam also. But the moment things became okay, it was taken out. And it is not army's call, it is state's call. State should be confident, not army. Army is coming to these places when they are called by the civil administration, when civil administration is not able to handle law and order. It was a very wonderful point. You can always explain these things. It can be part asked during interview also. It can be part of your lecturate also. It can be part of group discussion also. So you should be very clear what this repealing means. Then one point was discussed regarding the Pakistan's national security policy. That things are not very clear. Actually, I feel that actions should be seen. They keep talking about peace, but then they have to show the actions. And it is not very clear. It is in two domains. One is open domain, which they have expressed out. Then there is a closed domain, which has got a lot of secret steps. So it is actions will tell. And for this, Pakistan will have to stop the proxy war. Nothing can move before that. Prime Minister has also clarified so many times that blood and water cannot flow together. Now we have to be serious about things, and things are. Then another point which was discussed was regarding the use of drones, basically to create a lot of devastations and supply of drugs, supply of ammunition. Even yesterday there was a drone which was found near Punjab border, Punjab-Pakistan border, and it was just 200 meters inside our border, international border. So we have to be very careful, and maybe the next, you can say, the development or next strategy will have to be drone versus anti-drone. Like there was a time when it was tank versus anti-tank. So in those days, tanks were being manufactured with so many gears, and then anti-tank mines or anti-tank missiles, so many things were developed. Now, maybe in the coming years, it will be a drone versus anti-drone. Our future preparation has to be based on that also. Then the ceasefire breach was also discussed. In fact, in 2021, 4,000 violation of ceasefire has taken place. Though it is reiterated that the ceasefire which was established during 2003 can be again reiterated, but the onus goes on the both sides. Pakistan stops proxy war, things can materialize. It is not that the forward post will not fire and there is an infiltration, or there is a bid for infiltration. Then he has to fire. Then there was another point which was an eye-opener regarding the Atmanirbhar Bharat. At number of times we keep hearing that we are importing everything, we are not producing our own. Let me tell you, 85% of orders for the defense product have become now indigenous. And certainly there is always import and export of technology that will take place, because various countries have got their own specialization in particular field, but we are on it. As in my first news I told you, we are giving 2 ALH to Mauritius. missiles to Philippines. We are developing. 80% of our requirements are being produced in our country. That is, you can even can connect with the Atmanirbhar Bharat also. And you see, these were the very important issues which were discussed. Then Himachal has become the first smoke-free state. That is a creditable job because that is directly connected with pollution, global warming, so many things. And in this category, Bhutan tops. The 72% of the area has got the forest. Though even our data was also encouraging that we have reached to 24.8%, that one-fourth of the country's area is now covered under forest. There is a slight increase what it was in 2019. These were very important news. I thought from the SSB preparation point of view, these should be very handy to you.
If you have liked this video, kindly share and subscribe. And in case you have got any queries, kindly post them in the comment box.